Hey there, Virgo. This is Chronic Joy Tarot. Here we are again, doing a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Also for cross watchers, if you have a Virgo in your life, this reading's for you. And then also those who are intuitively guided here, you are meant to receive this message as well. Some aspect of your chart has Virgo maybe, and that part of your life needs this message, or just in general, because, Spirit doesn't really know time or any other constraints that we as humans kind of label things as, right? So let's get going on this reading. The oracle card I pulled for you guys from the soul coaching deck is the VOYAGE card. So this is just as you continue on your journey, you are safe in every step of the way. And this kind of leads me to how this spread came out for you, because I feel like last year, quite often, the Virgo readings were a little, there was stress involved. There was stress with timing or stress with other, just not a lot of forward motion or emotional stress or things that made you feel maybe a little bit not stuck like in a rut, but maybe like not making the progress you want to make as quickly as you want. And the good news is this, you've overcome a lot of that. And the starting point of this reading is reflection of that sort of putting that stress in your past for now. So the start is the success card here in the very center bottom row of my tree spread. The success card is saying that's your starting point. You've achieved a lot of your goals. You've maybe overcome some stuck places, and you're feeling good about it. Supported by that, internally, we have the innocence card. So this is indicating to me that for some of you, you've been able to tap into that sort of childlike spirit that's within all of us. You've been able to really connect with your sort of beginner's mind, as they say, and being able to look at things with a fresh set of eyes, with a fresh perspective, sort of wake up every day and be ready for what's to come. And then every new development is sort of seen like a child sees it, with wonder and with awe and with, positive spirited energy. I feel like that, coupled with the success card, has you sitting in a very good place presently. And then in your external world, we have the awareness card, which is another great pivot point. This is like another layer of the onion, another portion of the veil has been lifted for you. You're able to see things clearly. You can see your path forward without restriction, without slowing down, without those ruts that you feel that you may have been experiencing in the months before. So this is what I love, is that whole first line, your baseline there is wonderful. You've achieved a lot. Now, the trick is going to be to maintain that good feeling of I've accomplished a lot, because the way life works is that it's not just I hope I don't, but I will have obstacles thrown in my way in the future. I will have challenges to overcome. This is part of the whole journey, and the whole picture of life is challenges come, you find a way to deal with or overcome or integrate it into your little bag of learning tricks, and then you move forward. And then you grow from it, right? So challenge makes us grow. Challenge and, I guess you would say negative experiences make us grow, make our soul expand and rise to another level of awareness every time. So the question isn't if I'm going to have challenges, it's when the challenges come again, how do I manage it, and how do I manifest what I want through that? So the great news is that you have this starting point of the success and the internal awareness of life just comes at me and I find a way to appreciate it, right? That internal awareness. And then the external awareness of more clarity in the situation you're in, clarity in your relationships with those around you. Then the key to moving forward is a combined effort of the wisdoms that you've gained so far, which is that rooted card maturity, which I love the position of that card, because that is what you sort of throw in your backpack and carry with you on the next levels of your journey, is that wisdom. That very wisdom of this first baseline of cards is that I can overcome any stuck feeling. I can move through it. Sometimes I can just pause and let it pass. Sometimes I can tackle it head on quickly and push it aside and move forward. And sometimes I just want to feel my way through it. But you're learning that you will always be able to put the challenges in your past. Okay? That's what you've really, I think that was a big lesson for many of you in this last handful of months, maybe all of 2019 for many of you. So now you got that down. Now you have the awareness that and the realization that, yeah, I can go through some crap, but I can also come out the other side of it. That's all pertaining to your oracle card of the voyage. The voyage includes high seas. It includes low tides. It includes, having to stop and stand on a rock for a minute and let everything pass me by. So that's the entire journey. And moving forward, the key is to keep that wisdom with you, to keep that level of maturity, as this card says, that kind of allows you to really know from a deepened level that all is well. I will be, these micro moments of, even if it's a month-long challenge, it's still a micro moment in the course of your life, right? So knowing that and having that with you for the rest of your journey brings you to, so now this next level, the 3 cards that are above your baseline, the burden, stress, and suppression. Those are your next challenge, which is bound to come, right? But now you can approach it rooted in those bottom cards. The bottom 4 cards are your arsenal, basically, for dealing with challenges that enter your experience in the future. So you can come across a difficult situation, and in your mind, mentally, you're burdened. You see it as a burden. How am I going to get through this? I have no idea. Internally, you might feel the stress. You might feel the knotted stomach. You might feel the shallow breathing and the tense muscles. You might literally feel that stress inside. And then in your external world, it makes you feel like you want to cut off from others. It makes you feel like you want to hold everything in and hold everything down. But that's old paradigm. Remember, those 3 things, those 3 cards there are your old paradigm. And the challenge will come again. You will want to tend to, you will have a tendency toward wrestling with it and feeling weighted down by it, and not wanting to be a burden to others by expressing it out and sharing it and finding the solutions. But what we want you to do is use this top card, the comparison card, rooted by the maturity card on the bottom. We want you to use those 2 energies to know, this is how I handled it in the past. I felt overburdened. I felt stuck. I felt stressed. I didn't want to lean on anyone too hard because I didn't want to be. Those are old energies, and that comparison card is reminding you. It's all just feelings to go through. It's all simply part of your journey. But now I've got these bottom card energies of knowing I can get through it, knowing that I can grow and grow from all my challenges and move forward. This is I love this reading for you. I really feel, I remember last year, every time I got to Virgo, it was sort of a weighted energy. It was a feeling of, got a lot going on. I got a lot of stress, but, we can get through it. And I feel like that a big lesson was learned for a lot of you. And now your starting point is free and clear of a lot of that weighted, heavy energy. And that you're preparing yourself now, or you have the opportunity to prepare yourself now for the next set or the next wave of weighted energy when it comes, to be able to bypass it sooner, to be able to do things differently with a new set of rules and a new set of actions to move through it and return and revert back to that feeling of success and wisdom. I love it. It's a circular thing. It's continuous, and you're getting it. You're getting the pace, and your entire voyage, Virgo, has been there to teach you this, these important lessons of how to almost appreciate the challenges, because what you know coming next is the growth. So yeah, I got challenges, but guess what? This time I'm going to really, lean on someone else and have them help me. Or this time I'm going to just know within me that I'll overcome it. And I look forward to the day when I'm on the other side of it. And carrying that energy through any given challenge helps with your empowerment. It helps with the longevity of the challenge. It could shorten it quite considerably if you're just allowing it to be there and knowing you'll get through it. So I love it. I love this reading for you guys. I hope you did too, and I will be back soon, I hope. It's been super challenging, speaking of challenges, for me too, in the last few months, but we're making our way through, and here I am posting, one more reading for you. And hopefully in the next few weeks I can get some live readings done again. Okay, love you guys. Take care.